at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mills.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
3rd and long for Mills.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Taking on the midfield logo. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 18-yard line.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers' 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Hey, what we got?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mills on first down. It's Kingsley Enagbare finding a way in to bring him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Desmond King back deep. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
They go play action. Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mills.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Looking to throw is Mills.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
First down, Mills.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Devontae Wyatt able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Another carry for Pierce.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, 58 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
It's one play at a time, baby. What's the deal, y'all? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing is Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On play action, now Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. what a juke into space.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan
from 3 yards out.
And the Packers have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Mills again. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Mills now.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 37.
Again, it's Mills. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle.
And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Mills to throw it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Throwing, Mills.
Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on 1st down.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 22, Rodgers throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we can come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it, has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Josiah DeGuara.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Mills. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Mills to the air again.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
Being chased out left.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now Mills.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, it's Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw is Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown!
Robert Tunyon.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Mills. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Again, it's Mills. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Mills on 1st down.
Buying time to his left.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
A first down throw for Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mills.
His throw incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
the slant. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And then right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Mills now.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. Open man is Cooks, he's got it. Touchdown Texans.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Here's a give to Jones running left.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rodgers now to throw.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now Jones. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.